Hello students, today we will study about meeting. So first of all we will see what is meeting. In a very simple word, just you meet some persons to communicate, to have conversation on some agenda, and the meeting takes place. So the meeting is to discuss things face to face rather than via phone, email, via post or websites. So you meet the person and have conversation in a meeting. The advantage of meeting is that you have eye contact, you have good understanding through non-verbal language, facial expression, body language, and then it makes the impact. It makes more understanding. So it should be formally planned and incorporated. Sometimes the impromptu meetings have more result, more outcome for the organizations to be dynamic, to be more active with the pace of time, with the work. And mostly the meeting is formally planned and incorporated with system in proper manner. So it is desirable to reach a consensus through meeting, because that is the fundamental objective for any meeting, to get the consensus of all the members attending the meeting, participating into the meeting. Then the word quorum, which is important for you to understand what is the meaning of quorum. It is minimum number of voting members attending the meeting. So the minimum attendance is important, otherwise the meeting will not be taking its result, getting its result. So the quorum is important. Okay, the minimum number of attendees must be there in meeting. And then the impromptu meeting, mostly it is used in organizations so that they can be updated with the work and they can work properly. For discussion on agenda and distribution of work, meeting is very important. The need of meeting is required among different staff employees to assign the work, distribution of work in any company, in any organization. The meeting is very important to achieve or fulfill the assigned task by the organization on time. The requirement of meeting time to time is important. Now we will see what are the types of meetings. Meeting is important to discuss on certain issues for some objectives and agenda to fulfill in any organization, in any company. The types of meetings are: the one is general members meeting, second special meetings, third executive meetings, and then fourth annual general meeting, the number of members. So the general members meeting is the place where reports of committees and subcommittees are presented. This meeting is recorded. The report of each meeting is prepared time to time properly, and it is conducted on regular basis intervals. So the meeting does not only helps to keep all members face to face to discuss on the development of organization, but also it gives them chance to express their opinion freely. Therefore, they can come at a particular point with the resolution at some consensus in decision making on certain matters. Then the special meetings are called expressly for one issue at a time. For instance, planning for the sports meet to be conducted soon. So although these meetings are conducted just as any other general members meeting, the agenda for the meeting is limited to the particular issue for which the meeting has been called. Then the executive meeting is conducted on regular basis to discuss about the work that has been accomplished as well as the problem being faced in the execution of day-to-day activities. These meetings are very important because they take up administrative issues and prevent escalations of problem. They enable detailed analysis of everything, the problem as well as finances. Executive meetings lead up to items that need to be taken up at the next general members meeting. Then the fourth one, annual general meeting. These meetings are considered a must for most of the organizations. At this meeting, this is conducted once in a year. A financial report stating the sources of funds prepared, expenditures and the current position is presented alongside another report that presents a summary of plans made for the year. Activities conducted through the year, major achievements during the year, along with major problems faced by the institution. Based on these reports, the members elect new leaders for the next year. The chairperson has to see proper order is maintained and all motions, amendments, remarks and these things are addressed to him, and he or she is responsible for the voting process of motions, amendments and compliance with company regulations. Chairperson ensures that the meeting is kept within a reasonable time limit. He or she should obtain the agreement of the members regarding the date, time for the next meeting if required. He or she declares the meeting closed at the end of the business. So these are the duties of chairperson in a meeting. Now we will see drafting notice or meeting process. Sending a notice is first step towards holding meeting. So it's always official meeting and it can be having legal rules. So unless and until it is maintained with proper documentation or paper, it cannot be legal. So a notice is a written intimation of date, time, place and business to be transacted in the meeting. To all the members of the body in the meeting, the committee members, special invitees, and they have to oblige by the rules of the institution. It is sent by the secretary of the association or the society or the company, and the notice should be sent well in advance of the date before the date of the meeting. Then it should be stating objectives and minutes of the meeting well in advance. Agenda has to be discussed in the meeting. The agenda is listed program of various items of business to be discussed at a meeting in order to have the items taken up for the discussion. The secretary or the convener of the meeting has to be very careful in drafting the agenda. The secretary prepares the agenda in consultation with chairman or other designated officer and circulates well in advance amongst the committee members who are entitled to attend the meeting. The main purpose in sending the agenda in advance is to provide the information to the members about the matters to be discussed in the meeting so that they can prepare themselves properly in advance to take active part into the discussion. The agenda includes information regarding date, time, place, where the meeting takes place, and the list of items of business to have discussion for the to take the resolution, find out the proper outcome of the meeting or the decision making into the meeting. Then the resolution is the last and important part of the meeting. There should be proper coordination among the committee members to have proper decision making. And it is a formal expression of opinion by group at a meeting. The resolution is very important, and all the societies or companies conduct their business by passing resolutions at their meeting. There are different ways of wording a resolution which is worded clearly, precisely, and which spells out exactly or correctly decision taken at the meeting on the item in question may be regarded as an ideal resolution. Then the last part is preparing the report on the basis of the notice, the objectives or minutes or agenda of the meeting, the resolution, and the outcome of the activity or the program done by the company in corporate sector or in any organization. Students, if you have any doubt regarding meeting, you can ask me via my email. My email ID is chandan.mishra@pathak.edu.in. Thank you.